Hi guys, welcome to our latest studio build. This is a massive 7 meters by 5 meter studio. It's the biggest one we've done on the channel. It's going to zap up a lot of material, and we're going to be doing a huge giveaway on the next 4 videos. All you've got to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you've got a chance of winning the prize. More details are to follow later in this video. Anyway, we're going to get set up and we'll bring you guys back.
Right at home.
That wasn't good for the camera, was it? So you use your knee to plant this nice and steady.
That's good.
Get it in there, get it angled so it goes in nice, and then you go like that. Drive it good.
2 of those.
2 in there, make sure it's nice and good.
This is for the 4x2 treated base plates.
You got it.
That's the base plates almost down. These are 4x2 pressure treated. So we're going to fix them to the concrete base with concrete screws. And then we might not do this today because there's a little bit of a chance of rain, but we need to bond either side of the plate with OB1 silicone, which is what we use. Got some here. Which is this stuff. This is the clear stuff. But any OB1's good. What we also need to do, quite an important thing, is I can't actually get this building in shot because it's so big, but we need to go across the diagonal to make sure that the building's square. So obviously it's going to have to be a 10 meter tape measure. We'll do the equation. Maybe Jacob will help us with the equation because I can't remember how to do it, but I do. Yeah, we want to get it nice and square. So we'll come to the equation shortly. So we got the chief mathematician on hand to work. Yeah, you. Jacob's got the equation. So basically what we're going to do is going to measure across the length,
A,
which is length A, and then squared plus B squared equals the diagonal.
C squared.
Right, okay, that's cool. So can you show us that on the calculator?
So we've got
We've already done this.
689 squared plus, it's actually more like 489.5.
Yeah.
Equals, and then the square root 845.1, so that's round up to 0.2.
Yeah. So this is why we had to buy a 10 meter tape measure, because this is the smallest one. So if you go down that end, can we check it both ways? So what are we looking for?
845.2.
So this one is 843.5. So if you kick that towards me, that front plate, it looks off anyway. You've got room here. If you kick this one,
way?
yeah. 845.2. So just to give it another tap. There we go. So that is the base square, but what we'll do is we'll just
Check the other way.
check the other way. 845.2. Bang on. That's the base plates all screwed into the concrete base. We're actually just checked the forecast and it's not going to rain tonight or tomorrow morning, so we've got a chance to get the building on with the rubber roof on, so we can actually bond the base plates with OB1 silicone. Obviously that'll just stop any water getting in. If it was going to rain, it's a chance it might fill up with water and then there's no way for it to get away whilst we're building it. So yeah, we're going to get the OB1 silicone round now, and then we're going to be putting a DPC over the top, which is a 300mm damp proof course. We're just going to put that on top of the treated 4x2, and obviously the building can then sit on top. So we'll get to that shortly, but yeah, that's all gone in, that's all nice and square. So yeah, all taking shape.
Oh, so close! The OB1 will save us. Take out the tube.
Nearly got right to the end there, didn't I?
Oh, great technique.
I can't do it. Come on. Less haste, more speed.
Haste post.
Right. Let's get this last bit.
Ooh, ooh yes, squirty squirt.
One thing I like about this electric caulking gun, just whilst we're at it, is that when you stop getting the stuff out and take your finger off the trigger, it backs off so you don't get excess coming out. But if you do press it without anything on, it shoots out. Right, it's good. Flappy birds, this, isn't it? Okay guys, that's all the base plates down, all bonded. We're gonna start getting the building out now. Jacob's already started getting some of the panels. Just turn the camera around so you can actually see what's happening with this studio in terms of the doors. There's gonna be a couple of windows. Quite a nice setup on this one. Let me turn the camera around so you can have a look. So the client's already done an amazing job of preparing all the base. We've got an amazing little bit here, sort of for, I guess, for loading in future. Obviously gravel down and stuff. But yeah, there's going to be a door here at the front in the middle. Left hand side is going to be a landscape window, which is 120 by 60 as far as I know. And then on this other side here, we've got another landscape window, but it's going to be much thinner. So this is 180 by 40. So is that what? Oh, right, okay. That's got nothing to do with the window, right? So that's going to be here. So you can have a nice kind of letterbox kind of view. I think the kit's going to go down at that end. Obviously, as I say, there's door there, window there, nice kind of letterbox window here. We're going to have an amazing feature wall on the back. So this is going to be a massive acoustic panel. We'll obviously get to that in a later video. But yeah, we're going to start bringing the panels out now. We've got about 20, is it? 20 panels?
Can't remember.
Something like that. Yeah. We better start getting a corner in before the wind picks up again. Yeah? What do you reckon?
I reckon there's loads of sheep over there.
Yeah.
I'm scared of them.
Right, let's get a panel up then.
Start by getting the first two panels fitted in the corner, which then allows us to continue installing down the back and side of the concrete base. Because we prefabricate much of the build in our workshop, it enables us to get the building up to roof level in 2 days. The base was so good on this build that every panel went in seamlessly. Great job.
Big shout out to anyone who's bought us a coffee on our Buy Me a Coffee page. This one was given by our gracious client. Is that what I could say about our client? Yeah. So thank you very much for this coffee. It's much appreciated. If anyone wants to donate to our Buy Me a Coffee page, we'll pin the link in the description. We obviously buy coffee with the proceeds. Sometimes we say, well, actually, we need a new microwave, don't we?
We need a new microwave, but also if you'd like to donate some Lindt Excellence chocolate,
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
So we sometimes use the funds, we save it up and buy things that we need, but we basically trashed our last microwave and we desperately need one. So
He did.
if you want to buy us a coffee on our Buy Me a Coffee page, if you learn something from the channel or you just enjoy seeing us goofing around and building stuff, then that'd be much appreciated. But anyway, thank you. See you later.
Bye.
We continue to install the panels across the left hand side and the front. Big shout out to Jacob for not only planning the build, but also for building all the panels on his own back in the workshop. We've been using this method for around 6 years now, which allows us to travel around the country installing these builds and, fingers crossed, avoiding the bad weather. As you'll see in the video, we were pretty lucky on this occasion that it didn't rain.
Okay, that's the outer shell all up. That actually went in absolutely perfect. The concrete base on this one has been done to perfection because we didn't have to alter any of the panels or put any shims in or anything. It actually just went totally fantastic. Next job is going to be getting Jacob to bring some of that lovely timber in, which is some 4x2, I think it's a 4.8 meter length. and we're just going to get some timbers across the top of the OSB panels. So I guess you'd call these top plates. Isn't that right, Jacob?
That's what you call them.
I used to call them the top base plates, but they're actually just top plates. This is our 8x3 beam, which we're putting 2 across just to sort the walls out. Yep. That's the 2 roofing timbers in place now, ready for the roof to be built tomorrow. We're going to get the OSB boards on and the rubber roof laid on tomorrow, so it'll be all waterproof by the end of tomorrow. So we're going to be back in the morning when we'll give you details of the giveaway we're going to be doing on the channel. So stick around for that and we'll see you in the morning. Hi guys, just back at the studio this morning. We're going to be getting the roof on today. We're going to get all this watertight. Before we do that, I want to give you details of how you can win an amazing prize that we're going to be giving away on the channel. On this back wall, we're going to be doing a huge acoustic panel, which is going to have black fabric behind it and scorched timber, so it's going to look absolutely fantastic. To match that, we're going to be doing some acoustic panels on the wall, which are going to be finished in the same scorched timber. And what we're going to do is we're going to give away 4 of these acoustic panels that we've made especially for this job. So we're going to let you choose the colour. There's 32 to choose from. I'll put a video up now on the screen of what that's going to look like. This one's in Galilee, which is a Cara fabric colour. It's like a sort of bluish colour. The way you can win these panels is simply to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and make a comment on one of the 4 videos or all of the 4 videos that we're going to be putting out on this build. What we're then going to do is choose the best comment. It might be something you've observed about the build. It might be a comment about the soundproofing or the way it's constructed. It might be something funny. We'll go through all the comments and choose the best one, and we'll give away the panels to that person. This is only going to be for people in the UK, unfortunately, because we're going to have to ship these out. So all you need to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make a comment, and you've got a chance of winning the giveaway prize. We're going to get set up now and we'll bring you guys back shortly.
Weight of the world on your shoulders, always ending up the same. Crescent moons have all gone home. We're all fired up, we're tangled up.
Okay guys, that's 1/3 of the roof up. Got our timbers across there, we've got a support across in the middle. Obviously we can get our furring strips on top of that, which give the roof the slope from front to back. Just got the other 2 sections to do now, so just have a quick break and we'll bring you back once we're a bit further on. Okay guys, that is the roof sections up. It's sort of in 3 sections really. We've got a couple of main 8x3 beams in the middle supporting that. And then next thing is going to be getting the furring strips on the top, which actually give the roof the slope. Then there's going to be the OSB boards, which are 18mm, and then the rubber roof, which will bond on at a later date. Let's just have a look at this from up top.
Keep heading round, circles, never letting go. Never letting go. Round in circles, never letting go, never letting go.
next job is to get the 4x2 timbers on the outside to frame the roof out a little bit. We've got these massive ones here, 4.8s. So we're going to get the front on first, so it's going to be double 4x2, just gives that bit of an overhang for the roof to sit on. We'll do the front and then get around the sides and back.
So we start by installing the first 4x2 timber across the front of the building with 100mm Torx screws. We then add a second timber on top of this. This gives the roof a small overhang, which means the cladding has something to finish against, and also gives an extra timber for the furring strips to finish up to. More about that later. Once we complete the front, we apply the same timbers to the side, back and opposite side. Because we have amazing access, we can easily set up and move the ladders around the perimeter of the whole building. Again, another great feature of the groundworks completed before we arrived.
Okay, so next job is getting the furring strips on top of these timbers. We've actually put a... what?
Yeah, just reminded me that we've got to do the furring strips.
Take two. Okay, so next job is to get the furring strips on top of these timbers. We've already put a 3x2 treated timber at the front. I'll show you that in a minute. The reason for that is that's 7 centimeters, which is how big the start of our furring strip is, and then it goes down to 1 centimeter approximately. I'll just show you that up there. So this is our 3x2 timber here. Treated 3x2 is exactly 7 centimeters, and then we're going to run our furring strip right up to there, and that'll like go all the way down to the back, down to 1 centimeter, and that'll give us our fall on the roof. So we'll get those set up and fitted, and we'll bring you guys back for the next stage. That's all the furring strips on. Next job is to get all the OSB boards up, which Jacob's just thrown a few up now. We've also got to get a breathable membrane on the outside of here, so we're going to wrap this with our breather felt. I think Jacob's going to do the roofing battens on the outside to take the cladding, whilst I get on the roof and do the boards, and then we'll just lay the rubber roof on. Yeah, it should be all good. So getting there, guys. We've probably got a couple more hours work, so we'll get that done and hopefully we can get off home tonight. But yeah, all going well, so I'll bring you guys back later on.
So I begin the enormous task of installing the OSB boards on the roof, whilst Jacob is installing the roofing battens on the exterior walls, ready for the cladding to be fitted at a later date. I start out by using 60mm nails, putting my nail gun to good use. I then sadly have to switch over to Torx screws as the gas runs out on the nail gun, so it takes a bit longer than usual. I continue with the huge amount of boards, 27 in total. By this point, I'm starting to feel pretty tired as we've been working for 9 hours straight on the build. As I get to the end, I realise we are 1 board short, so that'll have to be done next time. I put in a filler piece instead for now, so we can lay the rubber roof over the top. Job done.
Okay guys, that's us done on the 7 by 5 drum studio. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and leave a comment if you want a chance of winning our giveaway prize. Anyway, see you on the next one.